Okay, as usual, today we have another fantastic topic. Right now here I have Toyota Vitz of 2014 with 1KR engine type. So the owner told me that this vehicle has a problem with rough idling. Another thing, he told me that loses power. It loses power when you're climbing the lane, or sometimes loses power. So he was suspecting the transmission, which is gear. But using my hotel machine here, scanning this vehicle, it has a lot of repeated fault code. For example, here we have P0031, which is air fuel sensor heater circuit low, bang 1 sensor 1, which is the upstream oxygen sensor. First thing, I need to change the upstream oxygen sensor. Let me show you. The bang 1 sensor 1, this is the bang 1 sensor 1. Let me remove the socket. Then using 22 millimeter, using 22 millimeter, I want to remove that oxygen outside. This is the oxygen I'm talking about. See, this is the main culprit. So to solve that issue, I have to replace with a new oxygen sensor. This is the old one, so let me replace with the new one. This is the new oxygen sensor. Doing this will eliminate the check engine on the dashboard. Another thing, rough idling or stalling. Then consumption, it's going to reduce the consumption of the vehicle. That's why I have to replace with a new oxygen sensor. So we are going to the next. Have P0353 painting with ignition coil C primary secondary circuit. Let me clear the code. The ignition is on. I want a quick erase. After doing that, so we have P0353 ignition coil C, coil A, coil B, then coil C, the culprit. So we need to do some practical. Let me show you. Coil A, engine shaking. Coil B, engine shaking. Coil C, nothing. Maybe this is the main culprit. Before we proceed, I want to remove the spark plug to see how it looks like first. Let's coil B, look at it inside. Then finally coil C, the culprit. So this is the main culprit. Using my 16 the main culprit. I want to remove the spark plug of each coil. Coil A, coil B, then coil C. So the spark plugs are worn out. Let me show you why I'm telling the spark plugs are worn out. They are leaking carbon. Look, the compression. They are leaking the compression. So the spark plugs is worn out. So we have to change with new spark plugs. So this is the new spark plugs, Lexus Toyota. So I have to replace with this one. After replacing the spark plugs, I realized that there was an open circuit somewhere. The ignition C had an open circuit and reference wire. So I had to replace with a new pin. Even the socket is worn out because of So I had to replace with a new pin. Yes, like that. Like this. See? Yes. So that code was caused by an open circuit of reference number on an ignition circuit. So I had to tape to avoid rust and to prevent short. After doing that, I had to manually test. See, the ignition C, ignition B, then ignition A. So look, the engine is stable. See? So all three ignition coils are okay. Everything's just okay. So let me go back and clear the code. Vehicle. So everything's gone. No lights on the dashboard. The engine is on. Everything's okay. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.